I was invited to take part in a project ran by Saniverse, where a bunch of reviewers come together and tackle different games from 2010. There will be a large video featuring all the creators on his channel, and I'll link to that below once it's out. This video will be just my section. I had just become obsessed with the Alien and Predator movies right after this game came out. I remember watching trailers for it and just getting really excited about the potential. I bought it sometime around 2012 when I was 14 or so, and I remember really liking it, but it's been so long since I last played it. This project was the perfect reason for me to check it out again. It was made by Rebellion Developments. They had made the classic Alien vs Predator game from the year 2000, and they're also well known for the Sniper Elite series. It was published by Sega. The game features 3 campaigns: Humans, Predator, and Aliens. Jumping into the Human campaign, we're working for Weyland Corp. They've just uncovered an ancient artifact of the Predators, and when opening it, it becomes a beacon, which causes a Predator mothership to show up. It shoots down the Humans' mothership and everyone starts freaking out. We crash land on the alien planet, but we're knocked out by something, and we've got this long sequence where our character is passing in and out of consciousness. It does a decent job building up the horror elements from the Alien movies, keeping that atmosphere very much alive. While the graphics certainly feel very 2010, there's a stylized element to it that made it age decently well. After a short tutorial, we're exploring the desolate wastelands where all our fellow men have been slaughtered. I will say the gunplay in this game never felt great to me. It's not bad at all, but it's always felt empty. Though shooting xenomorphs is pretty fun. They can react in a lot of different ways, even shooting off their legs and having them crawl. As you keep playing, you'll encounter the Predator, the combined Predalien form, the Alien Queen, and more. It's a decent campaign, but it gets boring pretty fast. A lot of spots where we gotta hold down a certain location, and it sometimes has that theme park ride vibe to it. The structure and design of all the missions feel very straightforward and simple. There aren't many cool set pieces or memorable moments. Overall, the Human campaign is just alright. The Predator campaign starts with us taking a trial to become a proper hunter. We learn to fight dealing with xenomorphs, while our elders teach us what we need to know. You can do light and heavy attacks, block. If your enemy is stunned or unaware that you're there, you can do an insta-kill with E, which gives you a bunch of unique animations that can be very gruesome. You can fool people by playing voices. You can go invisible, use various special weapons, shoot them with your plasma gun. Doing big jumps feels so satisfying. There's a good amount of variety in all the enemies you fight too. They did a good job making it fun to stealth around and take people down one by one. It's a campaign I always get the most enjoyment out of revisiting because it feels the most fleshed out from a gameplay sense. Whenever the xenomorphs pop up, it becomes an all-out brawl. And whenever the humans are around, you gotta take a stealthier and smarter approach, while still having some fun bosses to deal with from time to time. It can certainly become a little samey, but not nearly as much as the other 2 campaigns. Speaking of which, the Alien campaign starts with a long sequence of 6, the protagonist xenomorph you play as, being born. Weyland takes a special interest in you, and they send you through special tests. It's a very long and slow opening, although it does a good job building up to a satisfying payoff where you can finally kill all those damn scientists. Crawling around on walls feels a little clunky, but the movement is pretty fun. You can go really fast, jump through vents and stuff. The combat is okay, but I just find myself spamming light attacks most of the time. There's some stealth needed to progress, but you can go pretty wild thanks to your speed. You take down humans, androids, and of course the Predator, and you can also call forth the facehuggers, and you are following the commands of the Alien Queen. There's mostly just humans and androids to deal with, but of course the Predator makes things a little more interesting. Outside of that, this one gets really repetitive, and the environments aren't that interesting to me. I still think it holds up decently well though, and that goes for the game as a whole. There's also survival mode where you fight against waves and see how long you can make it. You can play up to 4 players online. There are other multiplayer modes too, like Infestation mode, where one person starts out as a xenomorph and each human that dies will become an alien too, until everyone has become xenomorphs. There's Domination, where you have to take over control points and hold them. Then there's the classic Deathmatch mode. I even played that online with friends back in the day. You could make a lot of customized rules for each game, but my favorite was the Predator Hunt. One person plays the Predator and the rest are human marines. You've got a time limit to take out as many humans as possible. It was so much fun. We were just kind of role-playing as we played together. I would love trying to spook all the human players, hiding around, randomly firing plasma, and it was always fun when you got spotted and had to hide again. I wish this game could have gotten a bit more polished. Some elements feel clunky and the campaigns could have been a lot more fleshed out. That would have made it a lot easier to recommend, but as it stands, it's an alright game that might be worth your time. That's all I got for you this time. Thanks for watching.